Well, so this was a video I never expected to make, or a game I expected to talk about. So of course, well, it's time to cover the top Grand Theft Auto controversies, or at least the ones I could think of. Well, count as the ones that I really cared about. So of course, I've already done this in, well, gaming in general. I've covered Pokemon controversies, I've even covered Sony and Microsoft controversies. So, let's talk about Grand Theft Auto. So what's so controversial about this series, and what are the choices I have for today? Well, originally this was supposed to be about Rockstar games in general, but frankly I'm more knowledgeable about the Grand Theft Auto series than I am with the other games, so let's talk about some interesting Grand Theft Auto controversies starting with MAD. So, Mothers Against Drunk Driving. So, this is an organization pretty much to prevent uh, driving under the influence, which is something that Grand Theft Auto 4 does allow the player. And so, this got GTA 4 in quite a bit of controversy because, well, Nico Bellic, the player character of GTA 4, can drink and drive. And again, this did not go over so well with this group, which I do get where they're coming from, but at the same time, Nico does say he is not in a state to drive. Not to mention, the game is rated M17, and I think at that point in life, everyone knows that they should not be doing this. So, yeah, it's a bit of a unneeded controversy, but one I kind of do understand. The next one is one I don't understand. So, of course, that is Jack Thompson's crusade against Rockstar. So, this is obviously talking about other games such as Bully, and I will obviously be mentioning other games such as Doom. So, Jack Thompson was a former lawyer who's been since disbarred. And whenever something bad happened in real life, like some form of violence, he would pretty much be pointing the finger at Grand Theft Auto or just Rockstar in general. And why Bully is here? Well, Bully is here because he called it a certain massacre simulator. Yeah, I'm not comfortable with talking about that incident, but what I will say is the fact that he even said that is extremely disrespectful to the victims, and really shows people like him do not care about what actually happens. They do not care what crime is committed. They just care that they can use it as a way to manipulate foolish people into believing what they say. And so he's gone after Rockstar plenty of times, and they did clap back at him. They also made fun of him in GTA 4, which was honestly very well deserved. Of course, next up, we of course have Lindsay Lohan sues Grand Theft Auto 5, or, well, at least attempted to. So this is probably one of the most iconic images of Grand Theft Auto 5, aside from the three protagonists. And, well, most people would just take one look at this picture and immediately think about how cool Grand Theft Auto 5 was. Or, hey, this is, well, an old picture because she was using a certain iPhone and we still haven't seen 6 yet. But of course I can. So, unfortunately, this got into controversy because Lindsay Lohan thought that Rockstar used her likeness, and if I recall correctly, she wanted to sue them or at least try to. Obviously, the lawsuit never went anywhere because it's a really stupid and frivolous lawsuit. Not to mention, the woman was actually based off another person, in fact, a model. So it's one of the more stupid controversies. Of course, next up, I of course have the port ports. This is of course talking about the ports of GTA 3, Vice City, San Andreas, GTA 5, and of course Red Dead Redemption. Now, San Andreas has already got into some hot water over its Xbox 360 port, as well with its mobile ports, but the big trouble came with the Definitive Edition. Released in 2021, the Definitive Edition pretty much proved that maybe a remaster exactly wasn't a good idea. It launched in a buggy state and took quite a few years just to fix. Now, in recent times, it has been improved from what I've heard, and I do plan to talk about this game again in the future, but it was a really low moment for Rockstar. It also happened again with Grand Theft Auto 5 when it released on a PS5 and Xbox Series X and S, as nothing was really added in that port. And then there's the Red Dead port, which was like $50. So yeah, so Rockstar ports haven't exactly been the most popular. Of course, an honorable mention goes to the GTA 6 hack. I'm not really going to be talking about it too much, but this was quite a huge controversy when it was first revealed. But so, moving on to my number one GTA controversy, and as of course the San Andreas Hot Coffee mod. So, San Andreas is probably the most iconic Grand Theft Auto, and was one of the best-selling games on the PlayStation 2. Unfortunately, it got into a whole heap of controversy because of some removed assets. Now, the Hot Coffee mod was a minigame, well, an adult-themed minigame that the player could partake in. Now, this got Rockstar into a whole lot of controversy. So much controversy that San Andreas almost got an adult-only rating, which would have meant that it would not have been able to be sold in quite a few stores, which could have effectively killed the game's reach. Now, this never happened, but it definitely did leave behind a legacy that San Andreas kind of proudly wore on its shoulders. No one really takes a look at San Andreas and is like, oh, that's the game that damn near almost killed the Rockstar series. Well, the Grand Theft Auto series. No, people just look at, oh, that's the game that got in a whole lot of trouble and went on to sell extremely well despite that. Of course, Rockstar also pokes fun at the hot coffee controversy with achievement in GTA 4, and of course the Statue of Liberty is holding a coffee cup in GTA 4, so they at least have a good sense of humor. So these were a few GTA controversies. I know I didn't cover everything. In fact, I plan to cover more of these in future videos for game controversies, but I just wanted to give probably one of my favorite series a quick little video on some of its more notable controversies. So of course, until then, goodbye, thank you all for watching, and I will of course be back next time with a Call of Duty controversies video. So, thank you.